Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just want to do a quick cap with you guys about some fishing rods. I know my last video I did with a little funny one about Mountain Dew. A little bit of a off topic, off base of what I normally do. But I gotta throw you guys for a loop. But today we're talking about some fishing rods. And I want to talk about some rods that you can get from Walmart. And I know people talk some crap about Walmart rods and how they just suck. But I have really expensive Penn rods, and Penn just started selling to Walmart a couple years ago, so Walmart actually carries Penn series rods now. A lot of people switch Walmart. Walmart's a superstore and stuff, and companies partner with Walmart for the lower class rods it's a win-win for them. So people say, oh well, you know, they're selling out, stuff like that. No, they're a company that needs to make money. And let's face it, Walmart is a great seller. They have whole online sales, that stuff. I mean, they compete with Amazon. So let's get to it. Let's get to the rods. So I have two of them here with me today. Actually, I have 3 rods total to show you, but 2 of them are Walmart rods. So the first one is the Stik GX2. Now, this is a Shakespeare ugly stick, and I know some people are like, "Oh, it's not a true ugly stick. It's the newer Shakespeare model." This right here is a medium heavy 8 to 20 pound line class rod. Now, if you're going out for some blues and stripers, and you're doing you're fishing like channels, like awesome docks, stuff like that, and you're not going to be catching, you know, huge stripers. I'm talking about like, you know, 32 inches and under. This is a fun rod to have. I've been catching 28s, 30s on it. I put 40-pound test on it, weighed, and the drag system in this, mint, works good. I like it. I don't know what the drag actually poundage is that. I haven't tested it yet, so I'll have to do a test on it tomorrow and see where the drag. What you do basically is go off of clicks as you pull, and you watch the gauge, that stuff, and as it drops, it'll drop. You'll see it. It'll be like, it'll hold, and it'll drop, like really fast. So then you go 1 click on, and then you pull it until it goes click. You know, the spool will go that click, that first click, and you watch. If it does it at 15 pounds, you know you have a 15-pound drag set at your top drag before you force it down to where you can't do it anymore. Only why I don't know is because this didn't come, like this is a combo, so it doesn't really say it on the package or on the sticker it comes with or anything like that. But all in all, guys, I mean, this is like 49 bucks, and you put some good line on it, and this is not a bad all-around saltwater rod. I bet people fish freshwater with it. You probably catch carp without a problem with this rod. You could probably catch, you know, regular bass, whatever, pike. You want to go for fish for some pike? Go for it. Why not? I used this for black sea bass last time I had it, so it's got a 2-ounce weight, steel lead with a hook. Because sometimes I hook into bluefish when I do it. So I just put a big squid, drop it down, little flutter it with it, and then boom, I'll use a nice, good sized black sea bass on there. But sometimes the bluefish will come along and grab it too. So just in case, throw a little steel leader on there. You're good to go. And this thing casts beautifully with a 2-ounce weight on it. So if you guys want to, you know, get a cheap rod, throw some weight on it, and go have some fun, why not? Grab the Stik GX2. All day fun rod. But I've got a bunch of rods actually from Walmart that I've actually kind of liked. I've got the Tri-Water Blank, which I put a bait runner on that I got from the Wish website. I don't have any problems with that bait runner. You know, I've been. That's a nice rod too. That's a thick rod. I use it for bait cast. I can't put much bait on and I whip it out. They really fire stuff, and it'll throw a 4 ounce weight easily 100 yards almost. So it's not a bad rod. And with that Wish bait runner on it, it literally, it's so much fun watching that rod go. But I don't have that one here with me. The one I have with me right now is the Squadron III made by Penn. And this is one of those Penn rods that I was telling you about how like Walmart switched over. Well, Penn switched over, so I was selling some of the lower line, some of the lower class rods to Walmart. And that is this baby. Look at that. Squadron 3. Beautiful butt wrap. It's got a hook saver right there. I sneeze. No, okay, I'm good. This is not a combo rod. This was just a blank that I bought. And it was $36 for the blank. A little bit more expensive because then you have to buy the wheel. But I wanted to do that because I wanted to know exactly what I could do with this rod. And I wanted to set up a rod for fishing for albie, false tuna, false albacore, so we call them. Whatever your preference is. That's what's on there right now is for. I wanted to set one up though for that, and that I could also use for stripers, whatever. But this rod right here, I haven't used it for the last couple of days, and I love it. I can cast miles with this thing. It casts so far. But I'll let you know. So this is the what is this class? What was it right here? Oh, there it is. So this says 15-pound test at 230 yards, 20-pound test at 200 yards, and 30-pound test at 185 yards. Which I have 30-pound test on here right now. I put the max on. Only reason being is because this rod with braid can handle 15 to 40. And the mono is 12 to 20. And this is a medium heavy, 7 foot. It can handle half ounce all the way up to 1.5 ounce lures. I put a 2 ounce one on there. Shh. Did just fine. I love it. It's great. So the reel, which is a Berry 2 4000, comes and it comes in a nice package, but it comes with a 15-pound drag set. So that's the reason why I went with a 30-pound blade with a 40-pound max rod, is because if you think about that, the line will snap 10 pounds before this rod snaps. But the wheel will let go at 15, the drag will let go at 15 pounds, which is half the line set. So as long as that fish is hooked good, you're not going to lose it. Unless it spools you all the way out, and then your knot snaps. But, I mean, you have 185 yards to work that fish. And a 15-pound drag set, that'll do it. That'll tire any fish out. So you'll catch that fish. I'm not saying you're going to catch a shark, but that'll tire out any average striper and any average bluefish, false albacore, all that stuff. It'll definitely take on. And I don't see anybody having a problem with it. But it's a little more expensive. Like, you know, if I go to Walmart paying $50 for the GX2, yeah, you won't be able to cast as far, and your wheel speed's not as fast. But you still be catching stripers and blues. And you can catch blackfish, black sea bass, fluke, all that stuff on the GX2. This one I just wanted to add a couple more fish priorities to me. That's the reason why I went with this wheel setup and everything like that, because this wheel speed is a 5-to-1-to-1. So the wheel speed's real fast on this. And that's kind of what you need when you're catching false albacore. And the guides are set up nice on here too. They're beautiful. That stuff, when you look down them, they're all in the line where they're supposed to be. They're not staggered at all. I mean, they weren't made crappy. I mean, it's Penn. Penn's putting their name on this. They're not going to put something out there that's crappy. They're not going to make a bad name for themselves. I mean, think about that. So if you want to go to Walmart though, think of a nasty rod. That stuff, let's say, you know, you're not home, right? You're out visiting the aunt in another state. And you're like, she lives close enough to water. She lives like 30 minutes from water. Nana's taking a nap and your aunt's baking in the kitchen and you're sitting on the couch doing nothing. Go to Walmart, spend $100, grab a lure, grab this rod, grab this reel, some weight, a package of steel leaders, and go catch some fish. And have the wheel speed to, no matter what's out there, you can work that lure to attract them. To me, it was a no-brainer. I had to buy it. I had to make this setup. I was like, I see people with a setup like this, they spend $80 on the wheel, and I have a rod that costs them $120. They're $200 into a fishing rod. I want $100 catching the same fish they are. And they're looking at me like I'm like a crazy loony bin. And I'm like, nope, $100 less actually. It was like 80. So this was only 36 and this was 40. So, and I got the protection plan. Yeah, they come with a protection plan. 2-year protection plan on the wheel and the rod. Okay, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they don't have to buy another one of these for 2 years, but it works. So let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the Penn Slammer. Now, no, they do not sell this at Walmart. This is the original Penn Slammer. I found this on Facebook. A guy was selling. He said he just, I don't fish anymore. I don't need it. Well, you don't fish anymore? Are you sick? No, he had some life changes going on, and he just didn't have time to fish, which I fully understand. I get it. But I took the Penn Slammer. Actually, I wrote on this rod. I took a Sharpie and I marked measurements. Sometimes I forget my tape measure with me, but I usually always have this. This is like one of my rods I have, so I usually have these 3 rods in my truck at all times. And it's my I got a bait slider right here. That stuff, so you put the weight on there and it slides. Bait runner, whatever people like to call them. I just call it a weight slider. It slides. Steel lead. Big old nasty hook. And depending on the tide and how fast it's flowing, I would do anywhere between 2 to 4 ounces of weight. I whip this sucker out there. 40-pound blade. Plenty enough for this rod. And I just set it up, adjust the drag a little bit, and they take it. That's a great rod too. That stuff hard to find. They're technically the boat rods and that stuff because they got the end set up for the rod holders. Now I've used this rod for trolling too. I've done a bunch of stuff with it. It's a great rod to have. I don't have any complaints about it. So if you ever see one go up on Facebook, just buy it. You won't regret it. You'll use it. Whether you're going out on a boat or you're sitting on shore, you're definitely gonna use this rod. That stuff. So if you ever look at the rods I have. So I have one for throwing out big chunks of bait when it's at the bottom. One for wheel speed and fast speed. And one I could use to catch porgy to stripers with. So either way, whatever's going on out there, I'm gonna catch fish. And it's gonna be a good time. Even if I don't catch fish, it's still a good time. Because that's why I like fishing. To me, it's just being out there sometimes. But if you guys want to see some of the other Walmart rods I have, definitely let me know in the comments. I have a couple of them. I don't know, probably what? 1, 2, 3, 4? 5. I think I have like 5 other Walmart rods that I use for carp fishing, trout fishing. I do all kinds of fishing throughout the year. Stuff. I even ice fish, as you guys know. I love it. I have the addiction. I won't ever lose it. This year I did definitely a lot more saltwater fishing than I did freshwater. But we had a drought in our area. Water's really low. Fish were scarce. So I just stuck to the salt where it was deep and plenty of fish. And I did good this year. I got a lot of stripers. Got a lot of bluefish. Actually, I got my boat at my house now. I just recently bought my house. Woohoo! And I bought my boat here. So that'll be on the water next year. And you guys, I'll shoot some videos from the boat, fishing, doing some trolling shots, stuff like that. It's gonna be a good time. So there'll definitely be more videos to come, guys. And if any of you guys want to know anything about the GX2, the Squadron 3, or even my slammer, leave a comment, hit a like, subscribe. Thanks guys, have a good day and keep fishing.